Now, even though I was able to get this statue at a crazy discount, do I feel it was still worth it? Stay tuned to find out. So welcome back. And just like I mentioned in my opening, yes, I did get Wonder Woman here at a crazy discount during Black Friday on Sideshow's website last year. Now, off the top of my head, I want to say it was at like a 25 or maybe even a 35% discount. Again, this was back in Black Friday of last year. I don't really recall off the top of my head, but I always had my eye on this statue, especially after having my eye on the Black Canary statue. Reason being is because both statues are actually inspired by the artwork of Artgerm. And if you haven't figured it by now, I am a huge fan of his artwork. Now, with the prices of statues continuously to go up, you know, when this popped up on a Black Friday huge discount sale, I had to pull the trigger right away. But enough of that, let's get to the review. Now, before I start, here is the comic that it actually takes the inspiration from the artwork from. What do you guys think? Does it represent her pretty well? Does it justify Artgerm's artwork? Let me know. And of course, with Prime 1 statues, we get instruction manuals. Yes, this is awesome to have just because it lets you know not only where all the pieces are in the box, but exactly how to put them together and where they go exactly. So let's start off with the base. So the bottom of the base here, as we know, Wonder Woman comes from like that Greek mythology kind of background. So the bottom of this, yes, it definitely has that carving, that look of Greek mythology with all the etching, kind of the raw materials made to make these carvings, the metalwork and the bronze work definitely in the golden parts right here of the base. Topped off with this huge Wonder Woman logo, which actually comes off. Moving further up on the base, as we can see, it is definitely that smoke effect, but we also see a lot of broken gravel. The kind of sense imagery of what I'm getting from this base is Wonder Woman is, obviously she's on one foot. I feel like she's getting prepared or getting ready to take off in the air, and just the power beneath her is just exploding the ground underneath her. That's the kind of look that I'm getting, the kind of feel that I'm sensing when I look at this base. What I really appreciate about this statue is all the color variations and all the texture variations. What I mean by that is if we look at Wonder Woman's boots, they definitely have that leather look, but we see in her top, it kind of has kind of like that bronze, shiny metallic look. Although it's not painted bronze, it's painted red, but we still have that real shiny bronze look, obviously if it was just painted red. Different textures, leather, bronze, and different colors. So very shiny metallic look on her top and very leather worn out look on the bottom. Same thing with her waist. As we can see, she has the golden parts, which is more of that bronze look, but also it's painted gold. And then the blue parts right here on her skirt, again, just like her boots, are that leather look. So we have a combination of bronze, leather, different color variations, shiny, and the leather look of color, blue leather and red leather. So I think all those color combinations, all those texture variations just make this statue really pop. So the color texture and the color paint on Wonder Woman is more of that realistic look. So as we can see, it's not just one smooth looking color, kind of like a doll or something of that nature. We do see little speckles of different color variations, skin tone, things of that nature. And her rope here, at first glance when I was unboxing it, I actually thought it was a real fabric rope, but no, it is actually sculpted. And we can see lots of attention to detail, especially in that shield she's holding. In that shield, we can see a lot of like that Greek mythology inspiration with the patterns, the carvings, the battle damage, kind of the iron and the leather in the inside where she's holding it, different colors, different textures, things of that nature really make it look realistic. I love that this was an option with the statue, having this posable fabric cape. Again, with all the texture work, just like I mentioned before, texture work and the color variations, I think just having this real fabric just brings it out even more. And of course it's posable. Pose it however you want, but this is kind of like how I prefer it. Now, Wonder Woman isn't too much known to be wearing a cape, but the sense that I get from her cape, it's not really a cape, it feels more like of a cloak. And since I do see it more as a cloak than a cape, I feel it gives a sense of elegancy to Wonder Woman, which I think fits perfect for the character of Wonder Woman, because as we all know, she's somebody who's all about grace but honor. Now, of course, you don't have to pose her with the cape. It's something that's not attached on the statue itself, so you can take it off, and I'll be doing that shortly. Now, I will be honest, when I first saw the pictures of the portrait of Wonder Woman, I was kind of like, whoa, hold up. It looks very, very different than what I'm used to. But then again, that seems to be the case with a lot of the Artgerm statues. At first glance, I'm always like, hold up. It never seems to want to translate well on pictures from media to actual statues. But I will be honest with you, every time I've gotten an Artgerm statue, and this is the reason why I continue to get Artgerm inspired statues, is because they do not disappoint in hand. So her portrait is that very realistic look. We do see subtle shadings in her eyebrows. They're filled in, kind of light eyeliner. I don't know if those are her natural lips or she actually has lipstick on. But again, very soft to the face, looks very well done. Now, the one variation that Prime 1 did take was with her hair. Obviously with the artwork here, we can see that her hair is just kind of a solid black color, different kind of shades of black, grays, things like that. They took the old school approach where they actually put the blue highlights. I don't know if you know what I'm referencing to, but back in the day, they used to do that a lot whenever they wanted to show kind of like lights and glares in black hair, they would use that blue. That's exactly what they did, but they did it very well where it's hidden. You have to really look at it to find it. And her hair right here just flipping wild, just everywhere. So yeah, definitely a lot of movement here, airflow. We can see that, you know, it's just thick, full, lush, flowing everywhere. And very nice head of hair. Wish I had something like that. But let's go ahead and take off her cloak to see how she would look. So there she is without the cloak. So let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I can go either way. This is definitely going to be a statue where I'm going to have to debate if I want to pose her with or without it. The only thing that's going to suck is that obviously we have this, we got to put it away if we're not going to pose it with her. But I don't want that to be the deciding factor why I pose it with her. Again, I feel that the cloak gives her a sense of elegancy, but her just like this, I think it really brings her out even more. So as you can tell, I am not disappointed at all with this statue. I would have been willing to pay full price for it, but like I mentioned before, hey, if it's a statue you really want and it's had a crazy discount, go for it. But let me know what you guys think about this Prime 1 Wonder Woman here. I'll be honest with you, there hasn't been another Wonder Woman that I feel is gonna top this one. This is, in my opinion, the best Wonder Woman out there. But that's just my opinion. So go ahead and leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Doesn't cost you a dime, but helps me out tremendously. And as always, collect what makes you happy.